Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back here to Blaze Anton channel. Where in today's video I will talk about the Megatins that have come out here in 2018 and how they had impact here in South America and also in all the TCG, how it was in my locals and why it was so. It had a big impact here in having these Megatins and why did I bought them. So first off, I think the opening that I will post in this video, that will be in the later minutes, I can say it was a good Megatin opening. It had a lot of good cards that I pulled out, like I can say the Electromite, also the Diagram, and I had the secret one, the Overdone Burial. But as I can say, this Megatin was one of the most desirable. Why? I think it is all happened because of the cards that will come in this, like Borrelo Dragon, like Firewall Dragon, Electromite, the Diagram, cards that many people needed, many true Draco players, many Trickster players, many players that played Alter Haste or any other deck that is in the meta now. And I will talk also about the promos that we have got in this. Although I now don't have all the promos, I think in the Jaden I just don't have the magic one and the elemental hero. But most importantly, the card that all hero players wanted in this set was the elemental hero Nibelaneus. That, as all you know, it has a good effect. The cost is big, but at the end, if it stays in the field, I think it can make a great outcome of the game. Also, I think it's a good add to a hero deck to now play on. Also, that we have a Stratos, and now we can get the strategy more pulled more often, and I think it can be used in this deck. And I'm happy because it's a hero deck. I'm a hero lover, so I'm happy with this card. Second one, we have the Mod Dragon of the Swamp, also having a good use. Maybe it's in the Jaden team because it's related to the fusion monsters, as his effect says that your opponent cannot target this card or monster on the field with the same attribute as this card. With card effects, this, I think it's a good continuous effect, as you can use for some hero plays, I think mostly, like being with Bubbleman or playing with Elemental Hero Zero Absolute. But I think mostly it will be used by his second effect that says once per turn, that is a quick effect. You can declare one attribute. This card becomes that attribute until the end of this turn. I think it's very cool. Why it's cool? Maybe here in the locals we got a strategy with this card, with the Mud Dragon of the Swamp. Yeah, you could use in the Invoked deck. You can special summon it. Maybe after you already have used the link Invoked. And just call him, have stay in the field, and if you have super polymerization, you can special summon any invoked monster you want, and also you pull out the monster that your opponent has. I think this strategy is all like, it's not a competitive strategy, are most like a rogue one, but I think it's very good. You can do it sometimes, maybe not all the times you will get the strategy, but if you are playing like in the locals, it's good. But of course, if you're going like big events, it's mostly you won't do this card, but I think it's pretty good. The Link Arcana Extra Joker. This Link, I like it a lot. Not by the effect, but most because of the design, because I always like the Yugi Moto Yuyami Yugi Arcana deck that he used for the Egyptian gods. And also I think that it is used not by many, but it was used in some Goki decks. Maybe it can be used in the new hero deck or any deck that is based in warrior monsters, because there are only 3 warrior monsters with different names that you can pull out easily nowadays in some strategies. And also it has a good effect of having once per turn. When a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated, the target is face-up card on the field, or a monster this card points to, you can discard the same type of card and negate activation. It's like somewhat like Invoked Mekaba, but in a Link monster. And I think if you pull out the strategy and you have him in the field, you can protect your monsters, the monster you will special summon in all your next plays. But you have to be very careful about that. I think it will not be used a lot, but somebody will get a strategy that can pull out very good. And also it's good because if it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special any level 4 warrior normal monster from your deck. And if you do, you can add another level 4 monster from deck to your hand. It's a good hit on if you add, and it doesn't necessarily need you to run any random warrior monster, but you can use it in your strategy, as I will say. So the 2 promos that I already don't have because I had them bought by my friend that he needed for his deck is the new hero monster that, if I don't remember, I remember that he had the effect of special summoning a hero monster when he summoned, and I think that was a good strategy to add on the new hero deck. After we got Stratos unbanned, and now that is a hype getting a rock hero deck with Stratos, with Shadow Mist. This monster, as I could see in many deck profiles of hero monsters, you can use a 2. Why? Because it's a summon that lets you special summon another hero monster, so you can maybe do your plays with Isolde, maybe do your plays like special summon anything you need, and then you just pull out like Darkglow, or maybe use it for any other Link monster that you need, a warrior monster. And also I think you can pull a great extra Link strategy with him, because it's like I said, it's a +1 in summoning, and that's pretty good. And the magic dragon or magic warrior monster that came in, I couldn't read the effect properly, but I think it's a cool add-on that Konami gave us in this Megatin that can be used. Also, with the 3 packs that I have opened, I got, of course, the cards that were in the last sets, in the last booster sets. So I'm pretty happy, I could say. Like you will see in the video, I will give you at the final minutes. I pull out the Electromite, that I think it's a very good thing for Pendulum players, that they got another reprint, because before it was very costly. Although now is at 1, limited at 1, but I still think it can be a great card to play on for the Pendulum. Like for another one, the Diagram, a great card for the True Draco players that now are topping, that now are getting more and more than before, I think. And it's cool because they get these cards at a cheap price. They don't need to pull them from sets that nowadays you can't find. and also you don't need to buy from players that sold them at higher price. But I think that it's a very also it's very strange that diagram got reprinted twice, like in the Battle of Legends Buster and now in the Megatins, but maybe it's Konami that has gone with this strategy. And what I can say of this secret card that I could pull, the Overdone Boreal. This says activate this card by discarding one monster, the target one monster in your graveyard whose level is lower than the discarded monster's original level. Special summon it and equip it with this card. I think it can be used in some decks that play around special summoning or having a good graveyard, so you can recycle them, as I can say, and recycle like Overdone Boreal. Maybe do some strategy that some monster go to the graveyard, do a link, special summon again this monster, and again use it for an extra link, or maybe for or any other strategy that I could see of. Maybe I could see this playing on Goki. Maybe in the hero decks also would be very good. I think maybe some trickster players or maybe some players that get around rogue decks will play this. It's good card and it's cheap, and maybe it will be useful in some parts of the game. And for the ultras, I don't remember what I got, but Magnite Spectre Supreme was one of them, and I think Trickster Light Stage was one of them. But as a Trickster player, I already have it, so my friends bought it immediately. But now, having this Magnite Spectrum Supreme, I think not all of the Magnite players use them. I think it has a good effect. This says this card can attack directly if it's the only card in its column. It's great because not many cards nowadays versus the Magnites use the same column, as they fear to be negated. Also say if this card is in the extra monster zone points to no monster, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also your opponent cannot target it with card effects. It has 2 protections, and mostly for Magnites is very good because Magnites move around the field. And this card can protect itself, very good, having a 3000 attack. It's pretty mind-blowing, I could say. And it says you can send one other card you control in discard columns to the greatest position of one Magnite monster from a deck in defense position. Well, I think for the Magnites it's a good strategy to pull off. Just the cost, like it says 2 plus Magnite monsters, it's a little bit difficult to pull out, because you can do other things like, I don't know, summon the new Magnite, the Moonstar, that it's more used nowadays and mostly in the invoked Magnite deck. But I think if it's pure Magnite or maybe Magnite mixed with someone else, it can be a good strategy, as it can be used with its own effect to be on the field, send a monster to the grave, and special summon another Magnite monster that you need in this turn. So I think that, as you see, I got the Jaden Megatin. Why did I get the Jaden Megatin is because I liked always the GX era, the Fusion era, and I thought the design of this Megatin was pretty cool. I also wanted to get the Yusei Fudo one, but I didn't get here the Buster, so the Megatin. So I get comfort with this Megatin. Also, it's great that it's so big you can get your cards safe in any place you want, or maybe take it with you so you can use them anyway. So that's what were my thoughts about here about the Megatins that came out in the 2018 Megatins. And I see that it had a great impact here in the locals also, because many people have got their Borderlord Dragon, their Fireball Dragon, and I think it's pretty good that you can play now competitively, have your cards that before were very costly now at a cheaper price, and you don't get to spend so much money just buy the Megatins. So that's all for today. Thank you for visiting my channel. Stay tuned and see you next time. Ya, me dice. Sí. Ya. Veamos qué tal.
No tiene niñas.
De hecho. Veamos qué sale en este box del Jaden Yuki.
Buenísimas las promos.
Las promos, genial. No hay nada más a llevar. Genial.
Ha estado buscando el manual en chino.
Capaz, ¿cómo abrir la lata? Buscando el manual de cómo abrir la lata.
Manual de usuario.
A ver las promos. Son chéveres las promos.
Ah, ya.
Neos,
¿Qué es? Está feo.
un Soli. Es chévere.
Ese se ve muy chévere.
Este está bien.
Ese está feo.
Y el diseño de este es una de estas.
Oye, ese está
Muy
bacán.
bien.
Ese link de.
El link de los
Es el link de
Arcan.
la Arcana aquí yo.
Ah, bacán. Ah, no, de hecho sí
Ahora
estoy
sí
viendo la
vemos.
pues,
foto bacán.
Oye, qué bacán. Ese está feo. Yo quiero.
Yo también. El diseño me gusta.
No, yo quiero porque es guerrero. No, por nada.
Está. La super. Ve.
Un diagrama, ¿eh?
Un diagrama para.
Diagrama de
del
dólar.
del Mac. Y Ferrara o Destrud.
¿Cómo se llama? Diagrama de dólar, destrudo de
Ahí
5.
sí.
Y el otro es común.
Diagrama de dólar, destrudo de 5.
¿Dónde está el diagrama? Pongámoslo aquí. El segundo. Veamos. Salud.
¿Sí? Sí, todo.
El ritual de los Armageddon. Un Lingarna. Veo otra Miramel. Un Bitrooper. Un Shala. Veo una Licorice.
Una Licorice.
Ve una Metal Foil. Una Heavy Metal Foil. Es bien. Es de los secretos.
Que es el Mirchi.
Ve el Mech-Knight, el link de los Mech-Knight. Y una trampa de los Alter Case.
Esa cosa está buscando el
¿Sí?
Victor.
Salió el...
O Diego, no me acuerdo.
Una Tigre del Amazonas. Y vamos por el último team. Por el último, digo. Sobre el Megatin.
El último team todavía.
Sale la Arcana aquí Joker es en la promo.
Sí, es el
Oye,
pro.
qué bacán esa promo.
Ve.
No sé qué,
Ta.
pero está bonito.
Ta. Ve de Super Lila, de Secreta. Ve un Overdone Bull. Ni siquiera sabía que iba a salir aquí.
La peor que había salido.
Ve el cuerpo de las Trix.
Ya, yo quiero esa.
Espera.
Ya sabes que yo quiero esa de ahí.
Y ya pues, ahí está el unboxing del Megatin de Jaden.
Ponga la manito.